Yo, what it do, people of the internet? It's me again, man. We ain't back again with it. Today we're gonna talk about Summer League and who I've seen the Summer League impress a little bit. And, just what I've seen so far. Let's get it. The first guy I want to talk about is Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag Summer League. He's played 2 games in the Summer League. He got shut down in the second game after his 31-point performance. The first game, I feel like Cooper Flag struggled a lot because they was trying to make him to something that he was not. They tried to make Cooper Flag a on ball type of guy. He's on the ball. He's trying to, create for himself. He's trying to get downhill by himself. But I don't think that's Cooper Flag's game. I don't think that that's where Cooper Flag is at right now. Cooper Flag is not that type of player right now. Cooper Flag is a guy that you give the ball to on the block, off of action. Get him into some motion. Cooper Flag is not a guy that just takes the ball and tries to score. His stats over these past 2 games, looking at 20 points, 20.5 points per game, 35% from the field, 21% from 3, 5 rebounds a game, and 2.5 assists. These stats for these 2 games, they're pretty okay. It's the Summer League. We're really not worried about efficiency for a lot of these guys. But for Cooper Flag, I think this efficiency is a little too low. I feel like he could do way better, way better. 5 rebounds, that's fair. 2.5 assists. As much as he was on ball, I kind of wish that he had more assists. He was on ball quite a lot during Summer League, his 2 outings, so I feel like he should have got more people, involved, especially with those percentages. He really wasn't hitting shots, so if he would have got more people involved, I think that a lot of things would have been better for the team and him himself. It would have taken a lot of attention off him, and he would be able to, do what he want to do, finish around the rim, with the threat of a back pass, drive and kick. I feel like if he would have utilized that more, he would have been more dangerous, like LeBron. But nobody has the IQ of LeBron. I feel like Flag will develop into a 5 assist type of guy, 8 rebounds, and points. I really can't determine that, but if I had to say, his highest would probably be around 25. A lot of people call Cooper Flag a generational, talent, generational prospect. I don't see generational. I do see a great basketball player though. Generational, saying he's not generational though doesn't necessarily mean he's bad. It just means that he's not LeBron James. It means he's not Zion Williamson. It means he's not Wilt Chamberlain, and that's okay. Everybody can't be that dominant prospect. Cooper Flag can develop into a great all-star, a great superstar, maybe even a top 20 player of all time. We just have to see. Time will tell. Next guy I want to talk about is Bronny James. Bronny James, man. He's been actually performing really great in this Summer League. At first, it seemed like he really wasn't gonna do very good. He was just very timid. He wasn't really trying to make a player in that. It seemed like he was very scared, but past couple games, Bronny has stepped up tremendously and has shown why he deserves to be in the NBA. A lot of people gave him the Nepo baby thing, but no, Bronny James is a legit NBA player. I mean, we'll just have to see. We haven't seen him play again, so I can't say legit NBA player. Bronny James has been performing really well. 14 points a game, 47% from the field, 30% from 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. That is a big improvement from last year's Summer League. It shows real improvement and real growth from Bronny James. It's really all a confidence thing for Bronny right now. Bronny is not very confident in his game sometimes. Sometimes he lacks the ability to be aggressive. Sometimes he's very, very, very passive. He always tries to make the right play, but sometimes the right play is putting your head down and going to get a bucket. And I think that's what he needs to understand. He just needs to get aggressive. And I feel like playing with Sierra Canyon, doing that, I feel like it kind of hindered him because it forced him to play like a role player role his whole high school career. So he was never the guy for real because it was always a guy next to him. So now, Summer League, he has to be the guy. They told him get aggressive, so he got aggressive. I see Bronny as like a 2-way type of Drew Holiday type of guy. He's not Drew Holiday level yet, but I feel like he can get there. and possibly surpass that level. He's way more athletic than Drew Holiday, so he could take the Drew Holiday archetype and run with it and make it something way better than it is. But for right now, he's nowhere near Drew Holiday. I can't disrespect, Drew Holiday saying that he's that because he's not. Drew Holiday is a better shooter. Sometimes he's a better shooter, but he's a better shooter, better creator. He makes smarter passes. Man, NBA. Bronny James is a great passer, but Drew makes better passes. And he's oh my god, he's like a pest on defense. He's just one of the greatest guard defenders of all time. And that's what Bronny has to that's Bronny's comp, and I feel like that's his ceiling. It's a little bit past that, but that's generally his ceiling. Yeah, all in all, Bronny just needs to, find his place in the NBA, find his role, find his niche, and man, I think he'll be in the league 15 plus years. But, on to the next player I want to talk about is D. Harper. Big Pickle Dale Harper. Dale Harper, man, he has played pretty decent in the Summer League, man. His 2 games played, he's averaging around, 16 points a game, 35% from the field, 12% from 3. Yeesh. 4 rebounds a game and 3 assists. Dylan Harper, in these 2 games, Dylan Harper has proved that, he can take pressure on the ball. He can handle the ball, he can get downhill and create for himself. He can kind of create for others. 3-point wise, he hasn't really figured out the jumper yet. I think he'll get that down. I don't think that's a really big issue, but he hasn't really figured out the 3 ball yet, and he overall just looks like a rookie, man. He looks like a first year player out there, He has the control, the pace, all the good things that scouts want to see. The Spurs could use, in the pick and roll, he looks pretty good. I just think he's a rookie, man. And, getting there with Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, I think those guys could really help him. Stephon Castle could really help him with the finishing, taking notes from him. Stephon, slow down step. I think it could really help Dylan in the situations that he be in, especially the type of finishing he has. Man, he will be a really good player. Other notable guys I want to mention is guys like Jeremiah Fears. Jeremiah Fears he's been a Rocky Summer League, but nonetheless every game he just keeps getting better and better. His downhill ability is something to wonder, man. His downhill ability is amazing. He get downhill and scores at will, man. His handle is tight, man. Downhill, man, I don't know who could stop him, especially when he gets framed out, body, built, all that good stuff. He's going to be a problem downhill. 3 ball, we just gotta wait and see. And the turnovers, I feel like that'll come with time, Young guard gotta mature. Derek Queen look good out there. He looks a little slow-footed on defense. Sometimes look like a traffic cone. But on offense, man, that guy looks like a baby Jokic. He goes out, get rebounds, assists, and he gets points, man. Turnovers are still crazy for him too. Those 2 for the Pelicans are gonna have to figure out how to, control the ball. Ace Bailey, his game, Ace Bailey looked pretty good. Backdoor cuts. He's the tough shot maker. He was a lot of off-ball movement for Ace Bailey, though. People are surprised by that. Rutgers was just a bad team. If Dylan Harper wasn't running it, then he wasn't going to get hit on those backdoor cuts. He's a great lob threat. Amazing lob threat. Good catch and shoot guy. If we could get this creation and his handle more down packed, more polished and tight, be an all-star type of guy. Guys like that. VJ Edgecombe. VJ look good. VJ look like a smaller Anthony Edwards, out there just slashing, man. Just being him out there, man. He looks pretty good, man. Ryan Nembhard, I've seen some flashes from him. I like that guy. He looked pretty good. Caleb Love looked good. Yuki, my small 5'11" guy, man. Chicago Bulls, man. Let's go. Speaking of the Bulls, Modest, we ready, man. We see what you're doing out there. We ready for a big year for you. But, that's all I have for today, man. Thank you, guys. Comment, like, subscribe, Tell me about anything in the comments, man. Just just anything, man. Let's have a conversation, man. And I'm out.